Hey everybody, Mr. Winkleman here, and I want to do a short little video to show you how to set up your personal letter in Word, um, and a little bit about what a personal letter is, so that you can better answer some of the questions that are coming up on the test. So let's get started here. All right. So personal letter, and this particular letter is in block format. There are these parts to a letter that you want to remember: the heading, the greeting, the body of the letter, the closing, and then the signature. And those are the five parts of really any letter. A postscript is something that you could add at the end. It's optional. But when asked what are the five parts of a letter: heading, greeting, body, closing, and signature. This particular letter is in block format, which means everything aligns on this margin right here. The paragraphs all align, and the address paragraph or the heading aligns. Everything aligns. Now you could do indentation where the first line is indented 1/2 inch. In a personal letter, that's okay. In a business letter, probably not. You want to make sure you stick with the block format. So let us take a look at the sample that we're going to do. Here's the personal letter practice. And here is the directions on how to write that personal letter. Very simple personal letter, and you're supposed to write that out, type that out. Now, you want your final copy to look exactly like the sample. And it tells you in here how to do that. But we got some things we have to set up first in Word in order to make that work. So let's open up Word. And here's Word. Now here's what I like to do. It's a neat little trick. I'm going to click on the upper border of this window and drag it down, and then I'm just going to tap it to the side. And I tapped it to the side of the screen, and I'm going to then click on Word, and it's going to fill in the other half of the screen. So now I have my copy, and then over here I'll have where I'm doing my typing. So we're going to create a blank document and just use the setup that we have here for margins and all that. Here's the one step that is so often forgotten that you need to make sure that you get, and that is this button right here, the up arrow, the down arrow with the lines. This is a line and paragraph spacing button, and so you want to go in and right here where it says remove space after paragraph, click that. So what it should look like is it should have add space before, add space after, and all of that. And then of course we're going to be doing single space typing. So let's begin. Before I get too far, I'm going to take a break. That's a refreshing beverage. All right, break over. Here we go. So the address is, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over here. I'm going to show that. I'm going to use the Control+ key to make it even bigger. Maybe that's kind of really big, but that'll work for us. All right, then go back over here to my letter and just start typing. I'm going to take what's on the copy and put it over here on in Word. So at 1, 2, 3, Layta Lane. And then when I hit enter, it's going to single space because I took that after remove space after paragraph out. So I got the spacing that I want. Boise, Idaho, 83607. And then we're going to put in the date, July 20, comma, 20, 20. Now, in the directions, it says hit space 4 times to create space between the address block and your letter. Dear Aunt Greta. I had a friend in high school named Greta. Then I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to hit enter again to create that space. Look what happens when I turn on the paragraph marks here. This shows us what steps have been taken in between things. This means I hit return at the end of each line, that I hit return to create these spaces, and that I did that here as well. So this is a useful tool if you want to see what the non-printing characters like space and like other characters that don't normally print, like if you were going to do a page break or something like that. It allows you to see those. I'm going to turn that back off because sometimes that's confusing. And here's our first letter. Now watch. How are you? Question mark. I've been thinking about you and wondering whoops. Yeah, you should probably just keep typing, but I can't. Now this is different this is you are doing this summer, question mark. So far, comma, my summer. Okay, now see how it just jumped down automatically to the next line? That's what we want. That's called word wrap, and we want it to do that. And because we only hit enter at the end of each paragraph, not at the end of each line. So my summer has been great. And enter, and then I'm going to hit enter again to create a space between my paragraphs here. I have been working at the local water park, period. My supervisor is great about working with my busy schedule. Again, the word wrap, knocked it down to the next line, period. I am able to submit my calendar to her, period. My calendar includes dates that I would like to have off, word wrap again, to attend camps or family vacations. Now I could keep typing this and like you will when you submit this, but this is just to give you an idea how to do that. So far, notice that our product looks exactly like our copy, which is what we want, of course. Then I'm going to hit enter again, and put in the closing, and that is your. I'm going to type nephew because I'm a man, I guess. I don't know. Nephew, and then I'm going to leave 4 spaces, 2, 3, 4, and then Mark Winkelman. Another space, blank space. Oh, I forgot to tell her something, so I'm going to put in a PS, P.S, postscript. I went to Stanley, Idaho, and was able to rock climb the finger of fate. Ta-da, whoops, ta-da. All right, there's our personal letter. You know what I have, I'm going to click in here in this signature space. You would print this letter and then, of course, sign it and mail it. That's what you would do with a personal letter. I have in here, let's see, insert pictures. And I'll go down to image projects. Got lots of image projects going on here. Let's scroll through these. Do. Whoops. La da da dee. There's I, JKLM. Oh, there's my signature. And I have a picture of my signature. Okay. If you have a touchscreen computer, this is really easy to do. And then I'm going to insert it. And then I'm going to resize it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this thing and then put it in front of text. That keeps my spacing the way it was originally intended to be. And my signature basically floats in front of the text. And I'm just going to fill it with my signature. There you go. That is how you write a personal letter. Okay. Of course, you would save this and then attach it to your submission. So if you have any questions, always feel free to give me a call, a text, an email, whatever it takes. And we can go over this together. Just real quickly, if I wanted to indent these half a space, I could click on the first line and hit the tab key. Okay. Or I could go up here to the ruler, grab the very first little triangle thing at the top and move it over half an inch. That way, if I were to start another paragraph, it would automatically start indented paragraph. Okay. This one I'd have to, because it's already been typed, this paragraph, I'd have to go and do it as well. Now I've got indented paragraphs. See how easy that is? All right. This is a personal letter, and hopefully this helped. Again, if you want, you can put your copy on the right and your word on the left, and look how easy it is to do rather than going back and forth. So this has been Mr. Winkleman showing you how to do a personal letter. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Another break. Oh, that's refreshing. That is refreshing. All right. Later, keyboarders.